Okay, let's take a look between the Canon 22 and the Canon M50. So this is called the Pancake, this is called the Nifty 50, and they both have really good feature of giving you that bokeh or that blurry background effect. Many people love this one, and I'm going to tell you which one you might should use, and this is based off of, I'm an amateur photographer and mostly use my cameras for video. So if that's something that you're interested in, then this might help you. I've had both of these for several years now, and this is my go-to. In fact, this stays on my camera that is on my desk all the time. I don't remove this. This is the first time I had to remove it in years, and it's just on my camera for that. And it's because it does such a good job of being in focus on just me and just a little bit outside of me. I have a very small office, and so I didn't want to really show a big portion, anything outside of my depth. There's a window to my left and to my right, and so this focuses in on just me, and it really hides a lot of that. And that's why I like it, but I also like it because it gives that nice blurry background that a lot of people look for when they're setting up like a desk and office setup. Now, the M50 does very similarly, but there are a couple of things for my setup, and might be for yours as well, is the fact that the M50, this goes perfectly on a DSLR, but I have a mirrorless, and my mirrorless is already a 1.6 crop factor, which means when it's zoomed in to 50, it's actually zooming in basically to 35. So for me, when I put it on my camera for my desk, it's too close on my face, and there's not much around. It's just too much in my face. And so I can't use it in the size of my office, but this is perfect if you're doing like a photo shoot or something like that and you want that bokeh or that blurry background effect. This is like the standard that people love for that. The other thing for me is I have to use an adapter if I want to put this on my camera, and you would have to, and I use a mirrorless. So I use the M60, so I use an M50, and I also have the M6 Mach 2. So I would have to do that on either of those. So it adds just a little bit more heft and a little bit more of a maintenance thing that I just don't feel like dealing with. Not to mention the fact that it's just a little bit too close for my face, whereas this one is just the perfect size for my face and sets it up really nicely. So great for photography, great for that bokeh effect. If you don't have an issue with size in your office or your space, and this one is great for smaller spaces.